Welcome to FX Options University, recorded live at the International Securities Exchange, the world's largest equity options exchange. Join the industry's top trading professionals as they provide insight and strategies for trading in the currency markets using FX options. FX options are a low-risk alternative to hedging currency moves in any market condition.
As you said, Jack, there's always many scenarios, but obviously you've been spot on here for the last 6-7 months as the dollar has just strengthened each day. And most people, and in fact, even we all watched a lot of these media sources, and they said the trade was very crowded, and then, of course, the euro weakened. The trade became even more crowded, and the euro is still weakening. So I always say be careful when you try to be a contrarian, because sometimes these moves actually go much further than you'd expect. And I guess, you're riding that wave right now.
Yeah, you're so right, Steve. And when we've gotten that throughout this process, our clients writing to us and saying, well, isn't it time for the euro to bounce? Technically, it's way oversold. And we always try to make, I know you and I have talked about this, technical analysis is great, and we use it a lot and like it, and sometimes it even works. But at some point in the fundamentals so completely overwhelm anything technical, you just got to put your technical tools in the drawer, and that's what we've had to do with the euro, because the fundamentals have been so strongly negative in a negative way against the euro. We just haven't been looking at our technicals as much. So you just have to be careful with that with your technical analysis. One of the things that we often do, if we're into the trade, whether it's a euro or whatever, and not that we're perfect with this, but say we're writing something down and we have 300, 400, 500 pips in it, and we want to take some profits off. We'll trail stop. If we get stopped out, but we still think the fundamentals say it goes lower regardless of the technicals, as soon as we're stopped out, we'll go ahead and put another order in at the old low. So, in case, again, we wake up, one night and somebody's, going to leave the zone, we're going to catch that trade again on the downside, outside the market. We've been doing that on the way down, taking profit off, putting a stop in at the old low and catching it down for another leg down. So that's a nice thing you can do when something's trending lower and lower, but you still want to take some profit off the table on any correction.
Yeah, in options, that's sort of like spread trading. You take your profit, but you're always in there, just in case you're back with your position if it starts to move. That's just it makes a lot of sense, Jack. It really does. Let's see if we had anything else. Oh, I did have one other question, Jack. What would change your mind? Is it 130 on the euro? Is it since all of a sudden the complete unison on from all the people in the different countries in Europe, not so much lip service, but some real action, that they're really going to do something about this? What would really change your mind on the euro?
It's a question we always, it's rare that we don't have a scenario in which our mind changes, in a very big way. And unfortunately, we may be stuck there on the euro, which may be a risk to us. I think what would change our mind, I guess, as we continue to say, this game is all relative. If the U.S. administration does something very, very bad to really hammer U.S. ability to produce efficiently, which we can't overlook their ability to do that, then the U.S. economy, then our ideas of U.S. growth and U.S. yield trumping euro all of a sudden are in question. So it's not necessarily something improving dramatically in Europe, but it would be something going dramatically wrong in the U.S., and we have the ability to do that in a big way. So that would be it, I guess, watching the U.S. scenario. Of course, that would be, I guess, is the only thing we can think of.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, Jack. Obviously, like you said, it's a relative game, so if we do something that's counter growth, then it would be very bad. Jack, I want to thank you. I've gotten dozens of great presentations on it through the chat board. People just absolutely loved it because you just give such a coherent view of a very, very complicated subject matter, and it's just so succinct, very, very easy to understand. So, Jack, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
And I want to remind everyone, go to Black Swan Trading, sign up for the Currency Current, and then you might want to sign up for the Currency Investor, Position Trader FX, Swing Trader FX. Jack will be back with us in a month or so, so please sign up for any of the webinars that he might be presenting here at the IAC. Jack, thanks again.
Sure. Take care, Steve.
Take care. Be well. Next week we have the market guys, and they'll be talking about managing your risk with FX options. We have a gentleman, Mike Tusaw. Mike's been with us many times in the past. He's with Brokers Express. And then John Person using candles and pivots to predict moves, and John Netto trading currency options with flexibility. So those will be the next 4 coming up. Please sign up for all of them, and hopefully you can attend. If you can't, please listen to the webinar. And you might want to listen to this one again because this was a great webinar by Jack Crooks from Black Swan Trading. So thank you very much. On behalf of the International Securities Exchange, to Steve Meisinger, wishing you a very safe and happy trading day tomorrow. Bye now.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. Get trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary. Visit www.fxoptions.com. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.